Warren Buffett bought $16 billion worth of Alphabet this quarter. Bill Ackman sold 95% of his Google position in the exact same quarter. Same stock, same price, completely opposite conclusions. That is Q1 2026. If you're new here, I'm the Bold Investor, and every quarter I go through 13F filings of the greatest investors in the world, filter out the noise, and show you only the moves that actually matter. Because following great investors is one of the most powerful research tools you have as an investor, if you know how to read the data. Let's start with the big picture, the 5 most bought stocks by elite investors this quarter. At number 5, we have something a bit unusual. Grupo Aeroméxico, the Mexican airline, was bought by 2 investors this quarter, Seth Klarman and Howard Marks. Both of them bought their first shares in Q4 2025, and both of them added just a bit to these positions recently. Now, a Mexican airline may not sound like a typical smart money territory. The airline industry is notoriously difficult, but at a low price with strong passenger demand in Latin America, some investors definitely see an opportunity here. At number 4, we have NRG Energy. Both Howard Marks and David Tepper were buying this power company in Q1 2026. Howard Marks opened it as a brand new position. David Tepper already had it and added a small amount. Currently, it makes up almost 4.3% of his portfolio. With a growing energy demand for data centers and AI infrastructure, power companies have become a very interesting space. At number 3, we have Visa, and this one is probably the most fascinating story of the entire quarter. 2 investors were buying Visa. Seth Klarman opened it as a completely new position worth over $210 million. And Chris Hohn added almost 10% to what is already his second largest holding. But here is the twist. 4 other investors were selling Visa at the very same time. But we will get to that in a minute. At number 2, we have Alphabet, and this one comes with a very big asterisk. Because while 3 investors were buying Alphabet, 3 investors were also selling it at the same time. On the buying side, Seth Klarman added 8.6% to his Alphabet Class C shares position, and Chris Hohn added 16.5%. But also Warren Buffett opened a new position in Class C shares and added over 200% to his Class A shares, making Alphabet way over 6% of the Berkshire portfolio. And the number 1 most bought stock in Q1 2026 is Amazon. 3 elite investors were buying it this quarter: Seth Klarman, Bill Ackman, and David Tepper. Seth Klarman added 47% to his Amazon position, and it is his biggest bet. Bill Ackman added 19%. Amazon is now his second largest holding, making up 17.4% of his $13.7 billion portfolio. And David Tepper, he nearly doubled his Amazon position, adding 98%. It is now his single biggest holding at 15.2% of his portfolio. 3 of the world's greatest investors are adding to Amazon at the same time. That is hard to ignore. Now let's look at the other side, the 5 stocks that were being sold by the most investors this quarter. At number 5, we have Energy Transfer. This pipeline and midstream energy company was reduced or fully closed by 3 investors. Bruce Berkowitz and David Abrams closed their positions completely, and David Tepper reduced his by 28%. Energy Transfer has been a popular holding among value investors for its high yield and relatively stable cash flows. But it appears that several of them are moving away from the midstream energy space. At number 4, we have Microsoft, sold by 3 investors. David Tepper cut his Microsoft position by 82%, a very large reduction. Chris Hohn sold 83.7% of his, and Terry Smith made a small trim. This is very interesting because seeing 2 major investors cut it by over 80% in a single quarter is a notable shift. And the timing makes it even more interesting, because in the same quarter that Tepper and Hohn were selling Microsoft, Bill Ackman was buying it as a brand new $2 billion position. At number 3, we have Meta Platforms, sold by 3 investors. Bill Ackman trimmed it slightly, David Tepper cut his Meta position by 27%, and Terry Smith reduced it as well. Meta has been one of the best performing stocks of the last few years, so these are likely some profit-taking moves after a very strong run. But 3 investors reducing in the same quarter is still worth noting. At number 2, we are back to Alphabet again, but this time on the sell side. 3 investors were reducing Class A shares and 2 of them were reducing Class C shares this quarter. Bill Ackman sold 95% of both classes of shares, so he's almost completely out. David Abrams trimmed his Alphabet position by just 2.7%, and Terry Smith reduced his position by 15.5%. When it comes to Class C shares, we also have David Tepper selling 3%. So we have this fascinating split. Buffett buying, Ackman selling, Klarman buying more, Terry Smith reducing. Alphabet is clearly a stock where the smartest minds in the world have very different opinions right now. And the most sold stock in Q1 2026 is Visa, with 4 investors selling. Chuck Akre cut his position by 38.8%. Warren Buffett completely closed his Visa position, which was worth nearly $3 billion. Dev Kantesaria reduced it by 34.7%, and Terry Smith trimmed it by 12%. So Visa tops the selling list this quarter, while also being the 3rd most bought stock by elite investors. So let's go through each investor's portfolio and quickly point out the most interesting moves. Let's start with the biggest story of the quarter, and it comes from Warren Buffett. Buffett created a massive position in Alphabet. If we add Class A and Class C shares, Berkshire Hathaway owns roughly $16.6 billion worth of Google. It is their 7th biggest position. Now, it is important to remember that Buffett is no longer a CEO of Berkshire, but he is a chairman of the board, and it would be silly to assume that he does not have a lot of influence on the portfolio. But that was not his only big move. Buffett also opened a brand new $2.6 billion position in Delta Airlines. He also added significantly to his New York Times position, nearly tripling it to $1.3 billion. On the selling side, Berkshire was very active. They completely closed their Visa position, MasterCard position, AON, Domino's Pizza, and United Health position. Buffett also reduced his Chevron position by 35% and trimmed Bank of America. So the change of CEO brought a massive reshuffling of the portfolio. And honestly, it looks much cleaner and gets rid of many smaller positions that were most probably bought by Todd Combs, who departed from the company and moved to JP Morgan. Bill Ackman made one of the most dramatic pivots of the quarter. And his biggest move? He opened a brand new $2.1 billion position in Microsoft. That is immediately 15.3% of the entire portfolio. A huge statement of conviction. At the same time, he sold 95% of his Alphabet Class A position and almost 95% of his Class C position. So he essentially swapped Google for Microsoft in one quarter. Also, Amazon climbed to his second largest holding. And Hilton Investment was completely closed, a position worth nearly $870 million. Chris Hohn runs one of the largest portfolios among the investors we track, and his big move this quarter was adding significantly to Visa, which is now his second largest position at 19.8% of the $46 billion portfolio. This is roughly $9.2 billion in a single stock. He also added to Moody's, S&P Global, and Alphabet, doubling down on financial data and information businesses. And he opened a new Alphabet Class A position as well. On the sell side, he cut his Microsoft position by 83.7%, exactly the opposite move to Bill Ackman. Seth Klarman was extremely busy this quarter. He opened 6 new positions, including AON, Visa, and Teleflex. He also added heavily to Amazon, 47%, Ferguson, 27%, and Americold Realty Trust, 124%. On the other side, he completely closed out 6 positions, including Fidelity National Information Services and Dollar General. David Tepper had a very active quarter. His most aggressive move was nearly doubling his Amazon position at 98% increase, making it his largest holding. He also bought Uber aggressively, increased his position by 242%, and he opened a brand new position in SanDisk. On the selling side, Tepper was cleaning the house. We can see that he was a net seller by 7.4% of the portfolio. He sold 82% of his Microsoft position, 57% of Qualcomm, 50% of Whirlpool, and 33% of Alibaba. Also significantly reduced several other names. He also closed 8 positions, including 3 airlines. Chuck Akre made significant reductions across many of his core holdings this quarter. He cut MasterCard by 24%, Brookfield by 37%, KKR by 17%, Moody's by 28%, Visa by 39%, O'Reilly by 42%, and Airbnb by 41%. At the same time, he opened 3 new positions, including Salesforce and ServiceNow, suggesting he's rotating into software. Akre has historically been a very patient, low-turnover investor. So this level of activity across the portfolio is unusual and worth paying attention to. Lilu, Charlie Munger's favorite investor, sold 71% of his Bank of America position this quarter. That was his second largest holding and represents a very meaningful reduction. But the more interesting story is what he was buying. He opened 5 new positions, including S&P Global and Moody's. He also added 41% to his Crocs position, making it 2.3% of the portfolio. Howard Marks had a very busy quarter of portfolio cleanup. He closed 13 positions, including New Holdings, FTAI Aviation, Starbulk Carriers, Full Truck Alliance, and several others. On the buying side, he opened new positions in such companies like Petrobras, YPF, and Credo Technology Group. He continued reducing several of his existing holdings, including Torm, AngloGold Ashanti, Garrett Motion, Viper Energy, or Nokia. All in all, he is a net seller with a meaningful change of 13.3% of the portfolio. That is a lot of selling. Terry Smith's Q1 2026 filing stands out for one reason. He was reducing virtually every single position in the portfolio this quarter. He trimmed all of his major holdings. He closed Nike and Intuit entirely, and he opened only one new position. Whether this represents a broader strategic shift or simply portfolio rebalancing, it is something definitely worth researching further. And research takes time, but if you want clarity and speed with access to every portfolio and every company all in one place, that is exactly what we built at stockinvesting.academy, with tools to help you analyze any company and see what the best investors see.